Are you or a loved one disabled? Do you feel alone, lost, and confused as to how to win your Social Security case? If you're watching this video, it's probably because you have so many questions and you're desperately looking for the answers. Hi, my name is Avi Leibovic, and I'm the owner at Impairments for All and the lead attorney at Avi Leibovic Associates. Over the course of my 20-year career, I've overseen the processing and screening of over 500,000 disability cases, working with the largest hospitals, neighborhood clinics, primary care physicians, and even individuals who had no access to care at all. My strategies for how to win the case have made me one of the top experts in Social Security law in the entire nation. My life and my career were going great. And then one day it all came crashing down. It started first with some abdominal pains. And before I knew it, I'd been admitted to the hospital several times and I required multiple surgeries. I found myself unable to work and disabled and in desperate need of my own benefits. I understand exactly how you feel. I was in your shoes. And I'm going to take you through the process and help you and give you everything that I know so that you can win your case. I'm recovered and I'm back at work. And I have a newfound passion for helping disabled people because I myself have been there too. Call our office today for a free screening and to see how we can help you with your Social Security case. At the same time, enjoy these videos and webinars that we've prepared to you to help you understand how to win your Social Security case. Hi everyone, this is Avi Leibovic and you're watching another one of the amazing webinars that's offered by Impairments for All about how to win your Social Security disability benefits. The purpose of this video is to teach you how to win your case and your claim for Social Security disability benefits without the need of an attorney. Again, I always encourage you to find the right attorney to help you. You're certainly welcome to call our offices, but these webinars are designed for an exclusive group of claimants who feel that they really want to represent themselves. So I'm giving you years and years of knowledge and experience through these webinars that hopefully will help you win the case. Anyway, we're standing here in another angle in beautiful New Haven, Connecticut on Yale campus. We are traveling across the United States and we're going through the different attractions and different spots. And Yale is an amazing place to see. It's the first time I'm here. I've had a chance to walk around and what can I say? I didn't go to Yale, but to see everyone here and to see everyone excited and studying and learning, it's a very inspiring feeling. And you know what? You should be equally inspired because we're going to learn together right now, okay? Whether you're sitting at home or whether you're on Yale campus, to learn is something amazing. You're expanding your scope, you're expanding your knowledge base. And in this case, we're going to expand our knowledge base to something that's directly going to apply to you. We're going to expand your knowledge base on how to win your SSI or SSDI claim for disability benefits. So this webinar is going to be a little bit shorter, and the topic of this webinar is going to be identifying the disabled individual. Very simple, identifying the disabled individual. Folks, I've been telling you that I've had the chance to represent over 10,000 Social Security claimants just like you. And I want to tell you something. Every case always begins with a conversation. Hi, nice to meet you. My name is Avi Leibovic. Tell me about your case and let me see if I can help you. And they start telling me who they are. They tell me about their education. They tell me about their past relevant work history. Of course, they tell me about, you know, their age, and they tell me about how many children they have, and they tell me, of course, about what their disability is and how they're struggling in life with it. And many times when I talk about a case, one of the first things that everyone always tells me is, hold on, Mr. Leibovic. I know that the DMV told me that I'm disabled. And I know that I'm disabled because I have a disability placard that they gave me for my car. So there you go. If the DMV said I'm disabled, right? Doesn't it go like that? And the answer, unfortunately, is no. The Department of Motor Vehicles, in whichever state you're in, is a different entity with a different set of rules and different definitions for determining who is disabled and who is not disabled. The Social Security Administration uses a federal definition for disability. Okay, I'm going to say it loosely. I'm not going to read it exactly to you, but I'm going to say it loosely. Basically, in order to be considered disabled, is that you must have an impairment or a series of impairments, several impairments, right? Or a combination of impairments, that's a better way to say it. You must have an impairment or a combination of impairments that are expected to last either 12 or more months and or result in death, God forbid, and which prevent you from working during those 12 or more months and earning what they call SGA, substantial gainful activity, which is a dollar amount that's determined by your state and the federal government, and we're going to talk about that in another webinar. So let's break that down into little pieces. The first thing is you must have an impairment. What does that mean, or a combination of impairments? It means you must have a medical diagnosis. I get people who call me all the time and they say, ow, ooh, ouch, oh my gosh, my back hurts, my leg hurts, I'm short of breath, I'm this. Those are all adjectives to describe how you're feeling. Those are not medical diagnoses. I need to have a medical diagnosis, and Social Security needs to have a diagnosis. It can be one diagnosis, one impairment, right? You have a problem with your spine, whatever that impairment is. You have a problem with your heart, whatever that impairment is. You have a problem, diabetes, a medical, whatever that impairment is, you can have one, or you can have a combination. You can have several things that are wrong with you, several impairments that when combined together result in you being disabled. Now, what does that mean, disabled? We said it must be for 12 or more months and or result in death, God forbid. What does that mean? That means if you went skiing and you fell and you broke your hip, but they say that the hip recovery is going to be about 8 to 10 months. Are you disabled? You're not disabled. You're going to be out of work for 8 to 10 months, and you might be able to apply for temporary state disability. But do you meet the federal definition of disability? The answer is no. Why? Because it's 12 months. There's some people I know, unfortunately, who get a cancer, stage 1, stage 2. It's a terrible thing to deal with, and you have to deal with chemotherapy and all the other treatments that go along with that. And the doctor may tell you that it may take you, again, 6 months or 8 months or 10 months to work through the chemotherapy, and then hopefully it will go into remission. Are you going to be out of work? Probably. Are you going to be disabled? Well, you might be able to get temporary state disability in your state. Do you meet the federal definition of disability? No. Why? Because it must be 12 or more months and or result in death. Okay, so the first part of that definition requires an impairment or a series of impairments that's going to last 12 or more months. What was the second part? The second part is that the impairment must be severe. It can't be minimal. It can't be like, yeah, it bothers me here and it bothers me there. It has to be severe. The definition for severe, the legal definition for severe, is more than a minimal effect on a person's life. More than a minimal impact. It can't be something little. It has to be something major. And Social Security is going to look usually at activities of daily living as one of the key indicators, and whether or not you can work. But activities of daily living, and we'll have a separate webinar on that. Can you dress yourself in the morning? Can you bathe yourself? Can you handle money? Can you transport yourself? Can you get yourself dressed? Can you remember to take your medications? Do you know where you're going? Those are activities of daily living. If you can't go about your activities of daily living or your ADLs without the assistance of someone else, you may have a good case on your hands. But you need to let a qualified attorney review that case, or if you feel you're capable of doing it on your own, you can do that. But the ADLs are a very important indication whether or not it is severe or not severe. And we said lastly that all of these combination of impairments or the one impairment alone prevents you from working for the entire 12 months and earning what they call substantial gainful activity, SGA. Again, substantial gainful activity. That's a complicated phrase, and it's a complicated definition, which will probably have its own webinar to talk about what SGA is, what substantial gainful activity is. But suffice it to say, it's a dollar amount. That means that Social Security is going ahead and they're selecting a dollar amount, right? And it was different in 2012 and 2013 and 14 and 15 and 16 and soon 17. They keep moving it up depending on the cost of living. And when I started all this, the SGA was somewhere in the 800s, and then it's moved up to the 900s, and now it's over 1,000, 1,100. It keeps creeping up because of the economy and the increase in the cost of living. So I recommend that depending on the date when you watch this, you can just go into Google and you can download, you can go into Google and you can write SGA, or substantial gainful activity, and put, put the year, and SSA, which stands for Social Security Administration, and hopefully the dollar amount will come up. If not, depending on the package you bought, you'll be given that information from Benefits for All, or you can call our office. Anyways, that means that not only can you have the impairment or combination of impairments, not only must it last 12 or more months and or result in death, right? Not only must it be severe, meaning have more than a minimal effect on your life, which affects your activities of daily living, the ADL, but you also cannot earn SGA. That means in any combination of how you work, whether your salary is very high and you're working a couple days a week, whether your salary is very low and you're working a couple of days a week or a couple hours a day, however you add up and do the math of the amount of income that you earn, earned income, right? That's different than unearned income. It's a different discussion for SSI applicants, but earned income, your earned income can't be more than SGA levels, okay? So one more time, let's hash it through and we'll be done. How do we determine who is a disabled individual under the federal regulations? Right? It is not the person who necessarily is given a disability placard by the DMV. A disabled individual is someone who has an impairment or a combination of impairments that have more than a minimal effect, meaning it is a severe impairment expected to last 12 or more months, and which prevents the person from earning more than substantial gainful activity. It has to be substantial and it has to be gainful. It's not always dollars and cents, by the way, and I'm going to do a separate webinar on that. Sometimes a person who is, let's just say, a student, who's taking 18 credits a semester, who's carrying backpacks, and who's walking across campus. That person may not be earning money, but you know what? They're doing substantial activity and potentially gainful activity too, depending on how you look at it. A person who dedicates their time and volunteers to the church, and they may be doing, either you sitting there one day a week and just welcoming people to the services, or are you mopping and you're cleaning and you're serving soup and you're sending out mailing envelopes and you're working for them, you know, so many days, hours a day that it comes to so much work. These are all very important questions. These are all issues that come up. And in order to win your case, you're going to need to know the answer to these questions. I'm so happy that we had a chance to talk today about identifying who is a disabled individual under the Social Security federal guidelines. I hope that these webinars will help you win your case. And I look forward to speaking with you. If you have any questions, you can call our office and ask for me, Avi Leibovic. I'm very happy to get on the phone and talk to you about your case. I wish you the best of luck in your claim for benefits. I hope, as I always say at the end, that whatever impairment that you have right now that is a temporary impairment, I hope that you're back on your feet and feeling well soon. And in the event that this is an impairment that you're going to have to struggle with for a prolonged period of time or maybe for the rest of your life, from the bottom of my heart, as someone who is a father and as someone who has who understands and is compassionate towards those people who have these unique challenges in their life, I hope at least at the most minimal level that these webinars help you win your case, so that way some of the benefits that you deserve and which will be awarded to you, I hope that those benefits will provide you with an opportunity to get your medication, to go to the doctor, perhaps to pay for some help, to pay for food, to pay for whatever you need, so you'll have that help during this difficult time in your life. Thank you very much. I'm Avi Leibovic. I'm in Benefits for All. We are in Benefits for All, and we hope you win your case. Have a great day. Thank you very much.